So, yeah, I just wanted to show a quick video of how to pot up. So oftentimes, this is what I'll do, is I'll seed multiple seeds in these little packs. We get plastic pots given to us or from job sites. You could use one of these fancy soil blockers. I find this system kind of more useful right now, at least. Just because with these, you need to make either wooden or use these bottom trays and then line them with something so that the soil doesn't go all over the place when you're watering. And it's possible to do that. I just find I already have all this other stuff that I'm using. Then also, when I do this thing where I move plants from one thing to the next, it's just easier. I have the pots already. And then you could just sell something like this instead of something that doesn't have a plastic pot around it. Okay, so this is Pilgrim's cabbage. There's one outside that I can show you how large it gets. One plant can get huge, as big as me. And so, yeah, it's a lot of food from one little seed. Oftentimes I'll multi-sow like this, put more seed than one in an individual little container. And I'll do that to save space. Potting mix as well. And also, like, if you're using old seed like from a few years ago, you won't get the same rate of germination, and so it's a way of saving on space and time by multi-sowing. But these plants are so little, they're not ready to go out yet. It's still been really cold at night. Like last night it was probably around 2 and it was super cold, and so you wouldn't want these little babies to go out yet. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to pot them up into a bigger pot. Oh, there's a worm. Our potting mix, I would love to use peat-free if possible, but the other option would be coir. That's coming from really far away, so I'm kind of caught in this ethical dilemma. Right now I'm using a sunshine mix, so it's down here, sunshine number 4, and I'll just do that straight with the seed, but then when I'm potting up, I'll mix in some compost as well. A little bit of Mikey sometimes if it's not already in the mix, and then we'll water in. So we'll water in kelp and fish fertilizer, EM sometimes, effective microorganisms. It inoculates the soil with good microbes. I use this stuff really sparingly. Over the years, I've really noticed, like this year, our plants look really vibrant, so green and really good. And I think it's a combination of our compost and timing is a big thing as well. And yeah, so I'll separate them out. And when I'm repotting them, I'll make sure that the stems are quite low, and that's how you make a stronger plant. So you don't want their long skinny necks kind of sticking straight up. You want to really bury that down. So all of the roots and the stem go right down, and then you just kind of tuck it in, give it its space, and by the time the roots have kind of fully filled out the pot, it'll be warm enough to put them out. So these are a perennial leek called sand leek. I actually have the seed here. So that's actually little bulbs, they're not seeds. So that grows on the top of the sand leek. And I saved those, and then I potted them up, but this is where I used quite a bit of our own compost. And so there's all kinds of awesome things coming up in here. I've got cornflower and mizuna and lettuce, arugula and sunflowers, all kinds of things. So that's pretty exciting. I would probably, if I was going to sell this or give this to someone, I would say plant it as is and allow the polyculture to grow. As we like to say, food happens.